you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us. And this is an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like it could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win. It's just the third Super Bowl. David's going to raise all that match as those Giants shock the Patriots in their perfection. And that lesser-known Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. And this drive will start inside the 25. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be 2nd down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. 2nd and 10, Darnold. Lofts it deep right side. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through, incomplete. And it's taking chances like that help make them a postseason team, Brock. They're going to need to connect on at least a couple of those in this game.
Exactly. These are the types of plays we expect from every team in the postseason, right? Well-timed risks and an aggressive mindset that reflects all the stakes of each and every game.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now Darnold off the play action. Get some space around midfield. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
The Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Walker now from the gun. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Now their opening drive's certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. 1st and 10, Darnold. Pressure comes, and there's no place to go. The Patriots got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass.
It's 2nd and 15. Throwing now off the play action. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
A gain of 11 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Connection made to Shaheed. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
10 yards on the play. That's another Seahawks first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Walker reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Troubles with the snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness, but I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone...
Here is 2nd and 10. Going play action, May. Will get it complete to Travion Henderson. This gets forward to around the 29. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
May now on 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
And the Patriot first down.
So Super Bowl. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They're looking at 1st down here. This will be caught once again by Diggs. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. They get 37 on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's May. It's complete. Kyle Williams. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
May off the play fake. Brought in. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Quick throw completed by May. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing again, it's May. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
This is not his home. This is a revelation. How to get a goal.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots start off well to tie things 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
New set of downs for them from the 31. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Darnold. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And this is lofted deep down the middle. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Defense showing blitz here. May. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's May. That's caught for the 1st. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and the Patriots will have a 1st down. And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. Here's May on 1st and 10. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Again, it's May. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Now, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm, truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game.
Intended
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Now Darnold on to play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half.
Loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 12.
Patriots adding an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down. Well, that play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he does not get to that line. Looked for a moment like he might get there, but nope, 4th down coming up. So that is 2 quarters in the break this ties. We welcome you back for the 3rd quarter.
Jason Myers.
Enough waiting. Let's crown a champion, shall we? The 2nd half of the Super Bowl is underway. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The New England offense with the football. They get it first here in the 2nd half. And they could take control of the 2nd half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. They give now to Henderson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
18 on the play. And the Patriots.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
42-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, New England.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
Throwing the out route complete. And he can't get there, but what a gain. Down to the goal line, he's pushed out just a couple yards short. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Henderson hits the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 7.
Corey Gallis on to send it away. Young on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawks offense running out now. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play's a design run. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They'll give up the gut to Walker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it, save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and 10 from the 32. Staying with Walker. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at him and go make a point.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. A throw right side, finds Cup. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Walker on 1st down. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. There's a screen now for Walker. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going for it himself. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10, Darnold. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. Design quarterback run here. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This from 35 yards away. Myers' kick is good, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Henderson. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down.
At the 36-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. Cooler needed here on 2nd down. Sticking with Henderson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Patriots.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
They bring Diggs in motion. May on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 6 coming up here. May now from the gun. He had it for a moment but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for Hunter Henry.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings them to third down.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
May now on third down. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. They did it! He made the interception! That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks have some new life in the fourth.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Running with Walker again. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
They kick the running back in motion. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. That's dropped underneath, Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. He's got it near the 8. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
They can touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
And again, it's Darnold. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks have taken the lead late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks push their lead to 3. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Fielded by Henderson. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Patriots running their offense out there. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Henderson here from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. The Patriots will have a first down. Setting up to pass. Finds his running back, Henderson. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a New England first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Low left side cut by Douglas. And they get this down to the 12-yard line by New England. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Here he is to throw. That one's complete right side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
He'll look to throw it. Near the goal line. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. A timeout now with 5 seconds left on the clock, and they're in position to force overtime here with a field goal. Big moment here for Andres Borregales. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left, and after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Now it's Andres Borregales to try the Patriots field goal. Only a 20-yarder here. Looking good, and it's through! And in the final moments, they force overtime!
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, well, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. Tried to lob that one in, but no luck. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. And postseason overtime no longer different from what we saw in the regular season. A touchdown on the opening drive doesn't end things. The other side's going to get a chance to retort. And if the game remains tied beyond that, then it is sudden death. So overtime in the playoffs, Brock, no longer an oddity compared to our first 18 weeks. It's all going to work the same now. Both teams guaranteed a shot with the football regardless of who wins the opening toss. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, it is next score wins. That field goal saved their Super Bowl at the last possible moment. And now we're going to see overtime decide a winner. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And now after months and months of work, Brock, this is where they have to play their best football and stay disciplined in the moment.
I love the way you set that up. I like to call it the voice of poise, right? In your own head. Don't make this moment bigger than it is. It is huge for all of us watching it and a part of it. You gotta stay calm, you gotta execute, and you gotta put your team in the best position to go clinch that Lombardi.
Drive begins with a walker run. He cuts it back right. Through the defense it goes, room to burn. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks take the lead on the first play of the drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. A big play at the biggest moment of their season, partner, and now they're a stop away from getting this postseason win.
They can all breathe a little bit easier after that. You cannot come off that field empty-handed to start overtime. And with the season coming down to the next series, all the momentum is on their sideline. Pressure squarely on their opponent.
Now for the extra points and a 7-point lead to defend here in overtime. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Patriots 17.
Gonna need to go touchdown for touchdown here. This game is over as this kicks away. Fielded by Henderson. spins right by him. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now it's his turn in overtime. Connects on the crosser. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Short pass brought in. Now Henry, and it's out. And the Seahawks pick it up. So they steal away possession and add some extra yards for their offense after that fumble return. Going into overtime, don't we always focus on the offenses being the hero? Which offense is going to be the hero that ends it? But Brock, the defenses, the real superheroes in this one.
Oh, no question about it. It's been that side of the ball that's taken charge to try and set up a win. And if they're able to score to finally end this game, it won't be the score people are talking about. It'll be about them forcing the fumble to set it up.
And in their first appearance in over a decade, Brock, I know we're both excited about this one. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champions for a 2nd time. So for our entire crew here at EA Sports,